Hey guys, it's Joe here from buildassetsonline.com, and today I want to do a bit of a different video. So I was watching this Shark Tank rerun just the other week, and I noticed that Mark Cuban made like a really silly statement about conversion rate and buying habits online. Now, this goes without saying, but a little disclaimer in case you guys think I'm hating or something. I will never be as successful as a business person as Mark Cuban. Um, but I think it was strange to me how he really didn't seem to understand buyer intent and conversion rate when this individual gave his pitch about his product, and he just got it like totally wrong. Like he gave him the totally wrong business advice, and let's give it a watch, and we'll see if you guys agree with me. Now, little other thing, I couldn't find the entire clip online of this defined bottle pitch, but what we'll do is I found like basically this article that goes into exactly what Mark said. So we'll just watch the pitch and then I'll go over to the article and we'll go from there. So let's watch it. It's about a bottled water fruit infuser, young kid actually. So let's get to it.
American continues to drink 1 or 2 cans a day. You should be grabbing the water. But plain water is just so boring. If only there were a simple and healthy way to make water more exciting. Oh, that's right, there is. Introducing my product, the Define Bottle. A simple and beautiful way to take fresh, fruit water to go. Let me show you how it works. First thing you're gonna do is chop up your freshly sliced fruit of your choice. Place it in the bottom chamber where there's a refusable base piece that'll keep the fruit cool. Add your trainer piece and your top chamber and fill with water. Then just fill the Define Bottle with water. The water goes down into the bottom, but the fruit does not rise to the mouthpiece. Add your lid, pop your top, and you're ready to go. After about 15 minutes, the water will be infused by the fruit, adding a refreshing hint of flavor. Clever. Now Shark's Define Bottle for each of you, filled with your favorite fruit.
Cool. So that's the pitch, and let's I'll explain kind of what happened. So basically, they do the little thing, they ask a few questions, and let me read this part because it's really important. Robert asks about the Whole Foods orders, and Carter says it is a confirmed order. The first order was for 165 bottles, which all completely sold out. Whole Foods supposedly loves the water bottles, but Whole Foods has not reordered. Carter says that it is a little early for reordering status. Returning to the price, Robert asks about the money. The Defined bottle sells for $30 and costs around $10 to make. However, Carter says that his company is talking to a manufacturer based out of China who has promised they can get the price per bottle down to $5. Now, here's we go, and here's where Mark Cuban kind of said something that really shocked me, that made me think he really doesn't understand like online buying intent and conversion rate. And for those of you who don't know what conversion rate is, it's basically just say 100 visitors hit your website and one of them buys. That means your conversion rate is 1%. So out of all your visitors, it's the amount of people that buy, or it could be anything. It could be sign up for your email list. They're just taking an action that you want them to take on the website, but in this case, we're talking about buying. So Mark asks about the online traffic, and Carter replies that he started creating fruit-based water recipes, and it was actually his goal to advertise the Define bottle on those websites. So in the show, he created these recipe websites where he's doing these fruit-based water recipes, and he's advertising the Define bottle on there. And he actually, I believe he said in the show, he's doing with search engine optimization, he's trying to rank these recipes. So far, his websites reach 2,000 hits a day, and the conversion rate is only 0.5%. This means that maybe 10 people are buying the Define bottle. I mean, that's actually a bit lower if it's 0.5% and you're getting 2,000 per day. No, I think that's correct, actually. Sometimes my mental math is a bit off. Mark asks why he thinks the conversion rate is so low, and Carter says he honestly doesn't know. Now, here's where I think Mark Cuban doesn't quite get it. 0.5%, like there's all these industry standards for conversion rate, but let's think about what he did for a second. He created fruit infused water recipes, and he was going to advertise the Define bottle on those websites. Now, I don't know if those websites were branded as the Define bottle or whether they were not, but either way, think about this, and this is an important lesson if you're new to online business. If someone searches for fruit infused water recipe, they're already creating the recipe. Like, they probably already have maybe they're putting it in a pitcher. The buying intent for someone searching for a recipe is not very high. Now, conversion rate based on is heavily influenced based on the keywords that you're searching. So again, back to this example, if I'm going to search buy fruit infuser water bottle, I am ready to convert. I'm ready to buy that product. But if I'm searching for a recipe, it's a totally different scenario. So in the show, I wish I could find the whole clip, but Mark kind of really pushes the kid on this, and he's like, you got to understand why your conversion rate is so low, like implying that that's why people don't like the product. And that's not really the reason that his conversion rate is so low. And it's not even a bad thing that his conversion rate is low in this instance. I actually think that's, from what I understand here, that's pretty good. If people are searching for a recipe, and then in that same breath, they get so enthralled by the bottle when they're looking for the recipe that they go buy the bottle. So, I mean, yeah, according to industry standards, it's a bad conversion rate. But understanding the context of the conversion rate and the intent of the people that are finding those pages, if they're finding them through search, which the individual said they were, it just doesn't make sense. And I kind of figured that uh, tech mogul Mark Cuban would understand that, but I was a little shocked. I mean, maybe he's just like too high level at this point to understand that stuff. I'm sure he has many people below him that work on this kind of stuff on his products in the trenches. So I'm sure it's a bit too below his pay grade. But I'm surprised he didn't understand. Anyway, no hate to Mark Cuban, of course. I just wanted to point this out because if you're not experienced in online business, my brother and I were from buildassetsonline.com. We run a portfolio of online websites, including the core of which is high-ticket dropshipping stores, and we take our conversion rates very seriously. And it really, knowing our conversion rates really defines how we advertise our business. If we're converting on certain keywords, we will advertise those keywords more. If we're not converting on certain keywords, we won't advertise those keywords. But if we can so back to this instance, say we were trying to sell, like, I'm trying to think here. Say we were trying to sell like we don't sell this, but say we were trying to sell like a calligraphy pen. We would expect that someone typing buy calligraphy pen is going to convert way higher than someone searching for how to write an A in calligraphy. But we would gladly accept that traffic for someone that's searching for how to write an A in calligraphy if it was free, like if it was on search, and even if the conversion rate was low, because it's a good opportunity to get someone on your email list. They're going to buy more pens later. So I hope this video kind of helped you guys understand conversion rate a bit better, and why sometimes these shows can kind of be without any nuance. And I think in some ways they're like bad business education. Like they only scratch the surface of what it's like to be a normal person with a good business or a decent business, and not a giant real estate or tech mogul. So hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions about what I said, please be sure to leave it in the comments below, and also be sure to check out the high ticket dropshipping playlist and the free course Online Asset Playbook, where we teach you how to build a profitable website portfolio online. And I'll see you guys in the next one.